X-Men from D23, we got some castings.
Sadie Sink is playing Jean Grey.
Correct.
Kit Connor is Cyclops. Christopher Abbott is Professor X. Maya Boyd is Storm. Indy Navarrete is Rogue.
How do you do Rogue? Take off a glove and touch somebody?
Do like a little headband. Give me some ass.
Sugar.
Show me your ass.
Sugar.
There you go. Samara Weaving is Emma Frost.
How do we do that too now?
There you go.
Ooh, I'm chilly.
Adam Driver is Mr. Sinister.
Ooh, I got a thing.
Great work. Thank you for, we don't do visuals on this podcast.
Yeah, I'm trying.
I think you're really caging the picture.
I'm trying my best.
Yeah.
We can start doing visuals soon. I'm going to work on that.
Oh.
Because some people really wanted bracket visuals last time, so we'll see if we can add it.
I talked about it on Patreon Movie Night Discord, on our Discord for Patreon Movie Night. I was like, kind of expected y'all to know all the Spider-Man.
yeah.
Like, we added pictures for the Todd McFarlane bracket because we thought y'all would meet him.
Yeah.
Spider-Man suits, come on.
This Spider-Man.
We all know Tobey Maguire. So,
So how are we feeling about the X-Men castings?
Let's go down the line.
Sure. Overall, real quick, overall, if you have to get the castings out of 10, or like a thumbs up or a thumbs down?
I'm feeling
letter grade. Give it a letter grade.
I'm feeling a B plus to an A minus.
Yeah, I think an A.
There are some questions I have, and we'll get into it, but I'm overall very high on this X-Men casting for some general stuff.
Can you imagine that there are people on the internet and on comment sections who are complaining?
And I actually do think that some of the complaints are fair.
Like what?
I think that there's real complaining about Indy Navarrete, and I understand wanting Rogue to be a Southern Belle, and I think they're going goth Rogue.
Well, you lost me there. But you don't. I think she could do either. We haven't seen her.
We haven't, and all we've seen from Indy Navarrete is that she is one of the best young actors working.
Yeah.
So I
don't think that's a fair complaint.
I think that some of the complaints about her have been unfair. I think
what?
Did you see that the actress for Rogue at X-Men 97 made an entire video congratulating Indy Navarrete? Indy Navarrete commented on it, and all of the responses are like, "You fucking suck." That is crazy.
Yeah, it's stupid.
That's stupid.
But to be expected.
Sure.
They couldn't have given it to anybody.
I think that there are fair complaints about Adam Driver as Mr. Sinister. That we will get into.
Okay, we'll get to that one.
Yeah.
Anything else about Indy?
Continue. I mean, what do you?
No. Any other complaints?
I think I think that's fair if you were really, really hoping for Southern Belle Rogue. I just don't think that that's what they're doing. If we're
but they still could. We don't know.
You're correct, but I do find it unlikely. Which is fine because Rogue is such a layered character.
Yeah.
If you want to make her depressed and goth, I think that could really work.
And that's like her younger version, and she could grow out of that. Like we just don't know what they're doing.
We don't know.
And I think Indy is talented enough to do either.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying I think that some complaints can be fair. I think that there are some complaints about Kit Connor that I think are fair. I think there are some complaints about Sadie Sink as Jean Grey, specifically stemming from Brand New Day, that are fair.
I don't know. So the only complaint about Indy is that we think she's going to do goth Rogue, and we don't like that?
Well, I understand people seeing her and thinking, okay, if you do Southern Belle, I don't like Indy Navarrete for that. And if you do goth, I wanted you to do Southern Belle. I understand that. Like a lot of the criticism for Indy Navarrete is stemming from people that really wanted it to be Kaylee Spaney.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying, those are two distinctly different actresses that are going to give two distinctly different performances of Rogue. Sadie Sink as Jean Grey, how are you feeling about her right now?
I think she's great. I like I said, I think the last half or last third of Brand New Day, she was probably the highlight. I think her acting during the only hands that will wield this power of my own, that scene, her realization about VMAX, I think all of it was great. I do think, I bow to a lot of people who like X-Men more than me. I know what I know, and I know what I don't know. I have a couple of friends who are the biggest X-Men fans that I know, and they're really into it. I think Nikhil is one of the most knowledgeable people on X-Men in the world. And both my friend Nikhil and Amara, who are unbelievably big fans of X-Men in every form, are overall very happy with all the castings. So that's why I think they're positive. And I think Nikhil said that, like, he's interested to see where they go with Jean, and he likes Sadie, but, the introduction of her was just like, He said it was like, it just wasn't really Jean, like as an origin or like as an intro, like that wasn't Jean. Now they could still do anything they want with her after this. I'm still of the opinion that I think she was introduced a little bit too evil. I don't think I've ever said that she's irredeemable. I'm just saying I don't think it happened in that movie. And, Loki killed thousands. Yes, I agree Loki killed thousands. But Loki's redemption happened over Thor 1, Thor 2, Avengers, Thor Ragnarok, and then 2 seasons of Loki. And then he was maybe redeemed. People are acting...
Maybe, by the way.
And we can still love him as a character, but, like, they didn't try to have him kill thousands of people in New York and then act like he's redeemed the next movie, or at the end of the movie just because he helped someone to the hospital. We also didn't have Loki being super evil in one movie and then in less than 2 years have an X-Men movie or a Loki movie where he's supposed to be the main character or one of the main characters and he's probably supposed to be good or on the good side. That didn't happen with one movie jump. There's a little bit of a difference there, in my opinion. So not that I'm saying she's irredeemable, but as Sadie Sink herself, I think she's got some acting chops, and I'm interested to see where it goes.
Kate Connor is Cyclops. Have you ever even seen?
I got no idea for the rest of these, basically, other than Indian Adam. But yeah, no, I don't know. I looked up what he's in. I've looked at him. I've looked at some fan edits or whatever, and he looks.
He's got this, which he needs to have.
Yeah, I need some jaws.
And I trust Marvel. I certainly trust Sarah Finn. I probably trust Sarah Finn more than anybody else at Marvel. So
yeah.
So definitely there. Christopher Abbott as Professor X.
This one seems a little...
Is a question mark for me because he is so young.
Yeah, he is.
He is so much younger than I thought you would do that.
I think they're all really young, but I think that's smart.
Yeah, this cast is going to be playing these characters for 15 years.
The X-Men casting, like, 2 things I think they are really smart to do is, number 1, keep them all young because they're going to be here for so long, and 2, most of them are unknowns compared to Adam Driver or someone like that. Indy's really known now, but most people aren't super familiar with this cast, and I think Marvel does a really good job of picking people like that and then putting them in roles that they will be good for.
I've not seen all of Christopher Abbott's work. I have seen Poor Things. I've seen a couple other things that he's in, but I don't think I've ever seen him play a Professor X type. But seeing a Professor X that's only 40 is so interesting to me because the young Professor X that's like supposed to be in his 20s was played by James McAvoy when like James McAvoy was like 40. Right. So it's so interesting that we're doing. Yeah, a bunch of kids that are in their 20s that are probably going to be playing teenagers to 20-ish-year-old kids, college-age kids, and then somebody that's not double their age. I think it's really interesting.
Well, again, I think it might be them being smart and casting someone that is older than them, and can play someone older or younger. But
he can still do it for 15 years.
But he still has time to do it.
Sure. Do you have any question marks about Magneto? The fact that they're not doing Magneto seemingly in this movie?
No, I think that's good.
Yeah, I mean, we've certainly seen Magneto enough.
Yeah, we've seen him in X-Men 97. We saw him so much in all the X-Men movies. I think it's great that Adam Driver is Sinister as opposed to Magneto. I think that's a fine casting. That was also another weird part of the D23 thing where he's like, I'm Magneto. No, I'm not.
Nope. Yeah,
it was kind of funny, but like, you got to realize, like, the audience is going to hear that and then just start screaming. So then I couldn't even hear what he said. I had to turn into heel. I was like, what did he say? So yeah, I like that they're not doing Magneto right now. I think that's totally fine.
Yeah.
Totally fine.
I'm interested to see a Professor X character without a Magneto. Because so much of the material that we've gotten from the movies or X-Men 97, Professor X's character is almost like so secondary to Magneto, especially in X-Men 97 Season 2 and all that. It's so interesting, like, literally most media portrays you can't have one without the other.
Yeah.
So I'm interested, does Magneto still play a role in this movie, even if he's not the main villain? Maybe Charles will talk about his friend Eric. We'll see.
Yeah. I want to see Charles and all the X-Men shine by themselves, and I think Magneto has done some heavy lifting, but I want to see the X-Men themselves do the heavy lifting.
Maya Boyd as Storm. To me, this is the best of the bunch. This is a 10 out of 10.
Yep.
Casting a theater actress
for Storm.
Thank you. Holy shit. I know I made the suggestion, and I know I've been hearing rumors about the girl from Sears, whose name I'm now forgetting, who is wonderful, and I'm sure she would have been wonderful. But I love that a lot of these actors for the X-Men were talking about him, and we're like, yeah, Kid Connor, we haven't really seen much from him. Christopher Abbott, yeah, I've seen poor things, but not too much. Maya Boyd, yeah, I didn't see Anne Juliet. Did you see Anne Juliet on Broadway? Like, exactly, like the fact that all of these are unknowns, they're very young, all these kids are in their 20s, they're going to be playing. We're going to be talking about Maya Boyd as Storm for the next 10 years of the podcast. I think that's great. Getting an actress with Shakespearean dialogue under her belt. Storm is a
goddess.
Like, is a character that should be played that way.
Deity.
I you know me, I'm always going to bring it back to Star Wars. Ian McDermott, Emperor Palpatine, is a theater actor. Those are the performances that you get for characters like that. You see him in the prequels. He's the best part of the prequels the entire time. Long last, the galaxy shall know peace. That's so theater, the way they enunciate, because they're playing for the back of the house.
Yeah.
Storm is that character, the sun, the winds, I call to you, the lightning. But that's what you needed. You know, I'm not the person to talk about this, but they did cast a dark-skinned actress. That was something that was really important. There was a lot of controversy for Aaron Pierre's casting in Lanterns, you know, so I'm really happy that that's something they decided as well, because obviously that's important to a lot of people. I think that this is great. There are rumors that we're going to see her in Black Panther 3. Her being such similar age with David Johnson, I think 100% that's a route that they're going. I think that's fabulous. I can't wait to see her. She's my favorite casting of this. I've been watching her Instagram all morning. She's got a hell of a voice. She's clearly a hell of a talent. She's a hell of a dancer. So, I mean, I think that this is talented. I did reach out to two of my friends. I've actually got a couple friends that live in New York that know her personally and everything. And I did reach out to a couple of my friends that do know her. And I was like, how 10 out of 10 is this? Because I think this is knocking out of the park. And the messages I got, not only about what a talent she is, that everybody knew the talent that she is, but also how great of a person they told me that she is. I'm 10 out of 10 for this.
Yeah. I agree with everything you said. I think this is great. I love the theater actor part of it. I mentioned Nikhil and Amara before. Amara was over the moon about this. She had fan cast her before this happened, and then it happened. So she was just freaking the F out. So that one's great.
Indy Never Ready?
Yeah, I think she's great.
I'm just excited to see her in the MCU.
Yeah, good for her.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine her life right now. So insane. Good for her. I'm just happy for her. I wish her all the best. I think she's shown she's an unbelievable talent, and I want to wait and see. I don't think I have any reason. I don't think anyone really has any good reason to be upset about anything yet with any of these people, really. But as we know, everyone has complained about everyone. People complained about Michael Keaton as Batman. People complained about Robert Downey Jr. They're saying Indy's too tall or whatever the frick, or too short. I don't know what it is. Hugh Jackman is 6 foot whatever. He played literally one of the shortest characters in Marvel, and he's everyone's favorite thing in the world.
Robert Downey complained about Fletcher as Joker.
Yeah. So I apologies if I'm not taking your negativity seriously.
Colin Farrell Penguin, it's honestly kind of a badge of honor.
Yeah.
If people complain about your casting.
Yep.
That's why I think the Doomsday is going to knock it out of the park.
Yeah.
No. Last two. Samara Weaving as Emma Frost. This is another 10 out of 10 for me. I mean, you know, I like her a lot in Ready or Not. You liked her in Ready or Not too. Mm-hmm. She's real hot.
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
You kind of got to be hot to be Emma Frost. You kind of got to be super hot to be Emma Frost.
Emma Hot is attractive.
Emma Hot is attractive as shit. You just said Emma Hot.
Emma Hot is attractive.
There you go. Emma Frost. Yes. And I like how into it she seemingly is. Yeah. When it got announced, she posted on Instagram with the caption "mutant," and it's her reading all these comic books and Emma Frost. And so she seems excited by this. Good for her. She just had a baby. She cannot buy the baby a house. You know? Yeah. She'll be making some good money from this. And then the last one, Adam Driver's Mr. Sinister. I don't love it.
Why not? I think that's actually really good.
Maybe. And I like Adam Driver a lot and everything like that. But I don't know. This is my fault, and this is why we really try and not do fan casts on this podcast, because you fall into this trap a lot. But I really started to get married to Wagner Moura, who has seemingly been campaigning for that role. Wagner Moura is the Death from Puss in Boots, along with he was nominated for an Oscar last year. He's just such a hell of an actor, and I was just like, wow, an actor with such an accent like that, playing Mr. Sinister could be so scary. And I'm not saying that Adam Driver won't have an accent, but he also probably won't. And Adam Driver is one of my favorite actors. I love him in the Star Wars sequels. He's the best part of those movies. I love him in a lot of stuff. His performance in Marriage Story was by far my favorite performance of that year, way over Joaquin Phoenix's Joker. But I don't know. I'm seeing it, and I'm seeing the edits, and I'm thinking about it, and I'm just like, maybe he's going to be playing a distinctly different Mr. Sinister than I was imagining, but we'll have to see. But I mean, even in a dog shit movie, Christian Bale was tremendous as Gore. So, usually when you get a great actor to play a one-off villain in an MCU movie, usually they're going to be pretty fucking good.
And it's also like, just box office wise and money wise and universe wise, casting a bunch of these quote unquote unknowns or
this is a good point.
Not A-list actors. Like you're kind of locking down the fort with like having one. Like, this is Kylo Ren from Star Wars. Like,
this is a 10 out of 10 sport.
I said one of my favorite things earlier was that they're young and that they're mostly unknowns for most people. And then, like, Indy's a little bit known now from this year, but the only one big, real, like, A-list, maybe celebrity, B-list, whatever, is Adam Driver. And I think that's a good balance.
No, that's a fabulous point. That's a fabulous point. But then here's my other problem with it. Mr. Sinister, to me, does feel like a movie 2, movie 3 villain. And if you wanted to not do Magneto in movie 1, what's wrong with Juggernaut? What's wrong with there are other X-Men villains that I feel like we could have done, because Mr. Sinister is this character that's been around forever, that's been killing mutants for forever.
Yeah, but I would agree with you more if it was like Apocalypse or something like that.
Sure.
Sinister, I think, is a good middle of the road.
All right.
But again, I don't know.
We will see.
I don't know. I'll talk to the kid. I'm trying to learn. Doomsday?
Doomsday.
They had some people come out and
Chris
talk.
Evans, Robert Downey Jr., and Haley Atwell.
Yeah.
Chris and Haley were saying things like, we thought Steve could get a happy ending.
Yeah.
That was really bothering you and I.
Yes. I couldn't remember. I thought it was in the trailer, but it was just them talking.
Yes.
Yeah, they literally were
Chris Evans was like, you thought I was done. You thought I could have a happy ending. Mm-mm. That's what it was.
Yeah, we did actually.
You and I were staring at each other. Angrily.
Yeah, we were pissed.
Yes.
Yeah, why would we think you couldn't, given that we had you for 3 phases, and it's literally the last shot of Avengers effing Endgame. There are a couple of things about Doomsday that might ruin it for people, and we're going to talk about at least a couple of them, and this is one of them.
I agree. And I'm going to add a but. I know that you hate what I'm saying, but.
Dude, stay on the boat with me.
But.
You're like Odysseus in the sirens are calling, and I'm Odysseus. I stay tied, but you're that Asian guy that takes the wax out and jumps into the water and dies. Stand on your morals. Don't butt me.
But.
Just freaking.
The plot of Doomsday being the direct consequences of our heroes' actions in Endgame and post-Endgame projects is really fucking interesting to me.
It's disgusting.
The line in the trailer, "You've been living stolen lives," really points to that being the case. Because
I don't care.
Here's some examples of our heroes living stolen lives. Steve staying back in time and having a baby with Peggy. Tony having a child in the blip and refusing to erase that timeline because of it, just bringing everybody back. Loki from Endgame surviving, getting that universe pruned, and now he's the god of stories at the TVA. Wolverine's actions in Days of Future Past, preventing the Sentinels from becoming what they'd become at the start of that movie, and then bringing back everybody, Magneto, Professor X, Jean, Scott. Wanda creating 2 kids with magic. We see that Tommy is in Vision Quest, and Billy was in Agatha all along, so those are people that she created. Doctor Strange casting the spell to cause the trouble in No Way Home, and then casting the spell to make everyone forget Peter, and then Thor taking in Love as his own and raising her after Gore used his wish with eternity to bring her back from the dead instead of using his wish to kill Thor and the gods. That's a lot of like meat there.
Great.
That's really compelling shit to me.
You can do all that with the Steve one.
Yeah. No, I understand. And I have been in that boat with you.
But you're not anymore.
I know the sirens are calling my name.
You're a weak little Asian man. And I wish you weren't on my crew.
I should say crew like
I
that.
don't know, I'm mad.
But I just...
You're not a straw hat pirate.
That hurts. You don't think that like, I think that's so cool. I think that could be so good.
You could wave $1 million in front of my face, and I would not say that undoing Steve's ending.
No, it's fair. It's fair.
I'm just not going to do it.
It's fair, but you don't think that, like, we can get
Get Kevin Feige on this podcast.
And you're going to yell at him about it.
I will say this is not a good idea. Gross. I'm excited for Doomsday. I was just freaking out about it. We told you about the trailer reaction. I had to pause the trailer and breathe for a minute. I'm excited.
Yeah.
It's in-game.
I know.
It's in-game.
I know.
It's the final shot of in-game.
You see that Robert Downey Jr. is back as Iron Man for that ride?
Yeah.
He's coming back for everything. We are going to see him as Iron Man again. I'm so sorry. And that one's going to piss me off, but that's 100% what they're doing, right?
No, it's fine because in other movies there's been multiverse stuff. So just redo everything. It's the consequences of action. So just undo everything. Bring back Aunt May. You bring back Black Widow.
You've got a good point here.
Bring back Gamora.
You've got a good point.
Take everything that ever happened that meant anything to anybody. Let's just do it all again.
You've got a really good point here. Yeah.
Stupid.
Robert Downey Jr. did post the new...
Let's have Iron Man 4. F it.
Back from the dead.
Yeah, why not?
Robert Downey Jr. did post the new Doomsday poster on his Instagram with the caption, "Nothing gets fixed gently." That kind of leads to that theory, that he's coming in being like, you fucking idiots are causing all these incursions and I'm going to have to fucking handle you all. I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
I really, you and I were worried about it. Now, you're peeing?
No, this just got out.
Oh. You and I were worried about it during our trailer breakdown, and you're worried maybe that he's only the villain at the end of the movie, which we both agree would feel cheap and not like that.
Yeah. Well,
it would be cool if he's just coming in swinging from moment one.
I just don't. I see a world in which he's not.
Yeah, I know.
And I try to explain that a little bit more on the trailer breakdown, but the only person we've seen him fight is Thor. And we've seen Reed and Sue talk about him or talk to him. But like the destruction of that New York and the incursions and everyone fighting each other, all of that could just be a result of incursions and infighting and other things, and Doom for the most of the movie is trying to help us, and then he's willing to take some steps that we're not, and then he becomes a villain. So a lot of this stuff that we're seeing, and they're making him up to be this big bad. I'm just saying it. I don't know. He might not be evil the whole movie. Which they could do well. And I really like the second trailer. I like it more than the first because it's Doom being like, dude, Doom is like, buckle up. That's cool. He's aura farming on the throne. He's aura farming with the Sentinels. He's aura farming against Thor. He's aura farming with his eyeballs, dude, just looking at stuff. It's cool. But, it's possible. It's possible.
Do you think what I just said, do you think it's possible for that to be good?
What?
That they're undoing Steve's ending?
Is that possible to be good?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right, sure.
Is there any other way you'd like me to say it?
No, I'm asking.
Okay.
And you're giving me your professional opinion.
My professional opinion is that sucks major balls.
Sure. I don't disagree.
Yeah.
But I also think...
Would rather have shards of glass in my eyes.
They're kind of selling me a little bit. I disagree with that statement. But I kind of think that
I'd rather
You could
break
do
my
something
penis.
cool where like he can't have a good ending because he's Steve, you know. I know he should.
What kind of
I
stupid
know,
sentence
I
is
know,
that?
I know you're right.
That just left your mouth.
I know. I'm trying to convince myself. I think.
I'm not gonna let you. Get back on the boat. Put the earwax back in.
Sure.
Stop listening to the sirens.
Disney Plus has revealed 15 projects to watch before Avengers Doomsday. I think the projects are really interesting.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, you ready?
Yeah.
X-Men 1.
Okay.
Bad movie. X2. Masterpiece. Cap 1. Avengers 1. Infinity War. Endgame. Loki. Shang-Chi. Spider-Man No Way Home. Wakanda Forever. Cap Brave New World. Deadpool Wolverine. Multiverse of Madness. Thunderbolts. Fantastic Four.
I think you could take Brave New World out.
Yeah, but I guess they want because he's gonna probably be one of the leaders of the
Yeah, that's
Avengers.
just to show you Sam.
Yeah.
I like Sam more in Winter Soldier. Go watch Winter Soldier.
Yeah, they cut Winter Soldier from this. They cut a lot from this.
No, I think that list makes total sense to me.
Sure.
Total sense.
You're
To me.
doing 2 X-Men movies for that group.
Yeah, for that.
You have Deadpool Wolverine because
Every main character gets a movie, and then
Yep.
it's all the multiverse stuff.
Yep.
I'm very interested to see what they do with Doctor Strange. Very interested. Very interested.
I've got a question for you. Are Deadpool and Wolverine in this fucking movie?
Yeah, what's up with them at
Avengers Doomsday we're talking about. Yes.
at freaking Comic Con?
Comic-Con.
Deadpool comes out and is like, "You have room for me," and they were like, "Nah."
Weird.
And then Hugh Jackman did the same thing.
With Ryan Reynolds off camera being
Yeah.
like, say the fucking line, you.
It's such interesting marketing to have them come out and be like, "Hey, we'd like to be." It was awkward in the audience too because we're like, "Oh, it's Hugh Jackman. Are they going to announce this?" And it's like, no, they're not saying no, but they're not saying yes.
It's weird.
It was funny.
It was very funny, but it's like, are they a part of this movie? Is this a marketing stunt for Secret Wars? Like, are they in the after credits of Doomsday?
I think they should be in it. If all the other
Doomsday.
X-Men are in it, yeah, I think they should definitely be in it. I think they should definitely be in it.
That's interesting. And that's all I've got to say about Doomsday. What do you want to say about Doomsday?
Can I show you like a leaked picture?
Please.
So that room that he jumps out of, which we agreed was the best shot of the thing.
So tough. Is that the coolest superhero landing you've ever seen?
It's up there.
It might be. It is so tough. The other cool superhero landings, you've got all 3 Spider-Men on the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah, because that's sandwiched by Reed Richards. What did you do, Doom? Tell me, did you do this? And him screaming, and then in between is him.
Victor. He calls him Victor, not even Doom.
Victor.
It's so good. Let
Yeah.
Day of History. That is the best part of the trailer. Yeah, like that little stint.
So I don't know if this is real, but that's the leaked picture.
I've seen this.
Yeah, so that looks like the room that he's jumping out of.
Correct. That
So
looks exactly like it.
that's Falcon, Ben Grimm, and John Walker. So we've seen them all interact and everything. And we think that maybe he gets hit with Mjolnir. So is Steve there also? Like, are they all talking? And then this is when we turn and all agree that Doom is bad?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Because he's not, like you pointed out, some people think he changes midair, but he's not.
Even the casual fit.
He's not wearing armor. That's not his fight fit. Like, he's in his casual fit. So he could just all be talking up there. And then Steve's like, F this. He's the moral one. He's like, you're crossing a line. And then he hits him out of the window.
You're a genius, Andrew.
Thank you.
It just hit me. The audience knows he's bad the entire movie.
Yeah. And
But he is conning the Avengers. And what's happening is he is working with the Avengers. The Avengers are split up and Doom is pulling strings and they're fighting people that he's pulling all the strings behind the scenes. This is all very Doom. But he's helping them. And then he's with John Walker and Joaquin
Torres.
Juarez, Joaquin Torres, Falcon, and Ben Grimm, and he's helping them. And then Thor figures out, and he's coming to fight him. And they figure it out at the same time, and it's kind of a climax to get us to the third act is the Avengers. It's like a mystery, and they're trying to figure out, and then they find out that Doom is the bad guy. They hit him out of that building, And then comes Thor. You know, I'm going to give you hell for what you've done because you killed love. Or you killed somebody. And then he comes and it's too late. And Doctor Doom's got all the Sentinels and he's going to win. What do we think about that?
Could happen.
That's interesting. I'd be okay with that.
Let's go over this real quick.
Please, my darling.
X-Men are in this movie.
They are.
Incursions are happening.
They are.
Leaks and theories are happening.
They are.
For Avengers Doomsday, killing Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man is a catastrophic idea. No. Yeah, let's go ahead and let's make this very clear. Killing at the beginning of Avengers Doomsday, killing Tobey Maguire's universe and Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man is a catastrophic idea. Agree. Glad we're on the same page.
I just don't.
I hope.
I don't even care if you won't come back. Don't do that.
I hope that Kevin Feige and the Russo brothers understand this. But if you do that plot line with the X-Men to show how serious this is, and you're killing off some legacy characters like that with an incursion, and you want to do that with the X-Men, we're all cool with that.
Kill the X-Men.
We good. Like
kill them dead.
Like it's gonna hurt a little bit, but like we good. You do that to Toby,
you're gonna lose a lot of people.
we got some problems. Now they could retcon it in Secret Wars when all the universes get put back or whatever. But like you're gonna lose some people for a year. And like I'd even go far as to say, like if that's in the movie now, you got 4 months. Take it out. Take it out.
Genuinely, I do not care if Toby won't come back. Do not do that.
Don't do it. It just feels different. Don't do it.
And I'm not like a huge Toby guy either.
No, you're
like I'm actually an anti-Toby guy. Not actually anti, but like don't do that. That is not a smart decision.
Doesn't that feel weird? I don't know.
You okay with him being in the movie and not dying?
How do you have him in the movie but not kill him or kill his universe? Is he just the? Is he just
helping?
Is he just the Spider-Man?
He's the Spider-Man in this movie.
But what happens at the end? All the universes are fine. Secret Wars doesn't happen. Battle War doesn't happen.
Battle World does happen,
and he's
still alive.
So he just goes there.
Yeah.
So are all the X-Men going there too, or are they just kill the X-Men?
They're probably gonna kill the X-Men.
Is he gonna fight the X-Men and own all of them? That's a theory. That he's just like treating all of them like children. That'd be so sick. That'd be so sick. Let Toby just treat them like children. Oh my goat. No.
If Toby's in this movie, it'll make a shit ton. I think Toby is motion.
He does, which is why you can't do that.
I know.
Do not kill him.
Do not kill Toby.
Using Tobey Maguire and his universe as like a
stepping stone,
shock factor to start an Avengers movie, bad idea.
You know what? Genuinely, and I've been critical of this. Do the Doom ripping out Thanos' spine. Do that to start this movie. That would be a way better start. People would be way more on board with that.
That does happen in Secret Wars.
I know, so I want it to happen in Secret Wars. We've talked about this before in the podcast. I'm like, don't do it in Doomsday, do it in Secret Wars when it's like God Doom, when he's got all the power and everything. But like, that is a much better way to start.
But they're already treating them like God Doom if that Thor thing is real.
I know. But you would think of the theory that might be a vision.
Yeah, some people are saying there's leaks and it's not, but that's another reason why I think Doom might not be evil all the way, because again, the only thing we've seen him fight is Thor, and that could be a vision. The Sentinels thing could be
a vision.
Not real. So then we haven't really seen him fight anybody.
Yeah.
All we've seen is us fighting each other.
Mystique versus Yelena.
Yep.
Gambit versus Shang-Chi.
Toby versus all of them, where he owns all of them and then survives. Peak movie.
What do you think of the X logo?
It looked a little different, but you got to do something a little different because we've had so many before.